Hi guys, I'm Sonal and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share the recipe of a flour-free dim sum with you. I tried a few recipes and I gave up and I made my recipe with cabbage, which tasted really good, trust me, because the seasonings from the fillings and everything was perfect. So it did taste great. And cabbage is also an Asian vegetable. It is there in dim sums a lot. So the flavors did not actually fight with each other. It was a great recipe. I'm going to share the recipe on the screen as well as description with you, so you can check that one out. But this is something I came across when I was watching a Chinese channel called the Souped Up Recipes, and I really like that channel. I follow that channel a lot because I love Asian food. The point being that she made dim sum using eggs plain and there was no flour, and what she said is that it's a traditional recipe. So if it is a traditional recipe, why not do it? And here it is. We are going to dive into it and watch it immediately. Before that, let me remind you, like my video, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, also share it with your friends and family. So let's go ahead and see the recipe.
So here I have 250 grams of pork mince. You can use any mince that you want. So chicken works really well in this recipe. To this I'm adding 2 teaspoons of dark soy sauce. You can add the regular one. I had run out of it, so I added the dark soy sauce. 2 teaspoons of oyster sauce. A pinch of salt. So a pinch is about 1/8 teaspoon or so. 1 teaspoon of garlic paste or crushed garlic, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Also a little bit of sesame seed oil, which I forgot to show you. Now I have some water heating, to which I've added some greens. This is what we call sauri, but you can add any greens. Spinach should also work. And once that is heated up a little bit, it quickly cooks. So I have drained it and squeezed all the water out and cut it into really fine pieces. I've also taken 2 stalks of green onions and chopped that into small pieces. I have reserved the green onions and added the leafy greens to the mince, and I'm mixing all of this together. You want to rigorously mix it till it is kind of sticky, so it develops the protein, and the protein will make the mixture sticky, which is what you want. They also tell you to mix in one particular direction, which is what I have done, but I don't think that is as important. And once you get the sticky texture, then the last thing you add is the green onions, because you don't want those to get soggy. Now our mix is ready, and it's very important that your mixture is really tasty. So it's a good idea to take a small piece of this, cook it on a pan and taste it. And if you want any adjustment in the seasoning, you should do it at this point. Now what I'm doing is I'm making these flat balls. So let me set this aside. Now I'm making the cover for this, and as you might have guessed, the cover is a simple egg mixture. So eggs and salt. So I'm taking about 6 eggs here. You can see 2 of those are a good quality and 4 of those are the regular eggs. I ran out of the good quality eggs. If you want to know more about eggs and their quality and how to select those, you can check my video out. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can take a look at that, and also a link on the screen. Add a pinch of salt to that. So once your mixture is ready, take in a cast iron pan and added 1/4 cup of the egg mixture into this. This is a really small cast iron pan. If you have any other pan which is a small size, you should use that. And while it is still slightly wet on top, you want to place your filling, and you want to place the filling to one side, so that when you fold it over, that is when it will be at the center, which is what I have done. You can see the process. I'm going to show you a couple of times more so that you get the idea, and it will take a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's going to happen really quickly. You don't want to cook it too much, so you want it to be light in color so that once you steam it, it actually looks like real dim sums. Don't forget to steam these, because you might cook your eggs and think that your dim sums are ready, which is not going to happen because your pork is raw. Now once all of these are ready, you know that our mince is still raw, so we need to cook it and we are going to steam it. I'm using a multi-pot, which is a Mealdi brand. There will be a link in the description if you want to buy it or take a look at it. So I'm using that. There's a pot inside. I've put water in it, and this is a perforated pot that comes along with the Mealdi pot. So I put all my dumplings or my dim sums in it, and I have put it inside, and I'm going to steam this for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Steaming will not dry it out, which is a good thing, but you still don't want to overcook it. Steaming can also be done in any other pot. You can also use a pressure cooker, but you don't want to put the whistle on top. Put some water in your pot at the bottom, put a stand, and then put another pot inside of that in which your dim sum is going to be. And the lid needs to be a little heavy so that the steam is not escaping from all sides, and then you let it go for about 10 to 15 minutes. Let's make our dipping sauce in the meanwhile. I have 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar, 1 teaspoon of water, little bit of sesame seed oil. I have put my Szechuan Szechuan paste which I've made at home. I'm going to share the link to that, but you can also use the store-bought one. I've added some sesame seeds, little bit of crushed garlic, green onions and salt, and taste this and adjust according to your liking. But this sauce is delicious. You can definitely leave it out and use something that is ready-made. It will cut down on the time of making all of this. So look at it. Our dim sums are ready. I'm getting them out of the steamer and they look gorgeous, and I am going to give it a try along with the sauce. If your filling is good, this is going to taste great. It's not heavy, but it is definitely filling because it's egg after all, and it's got pork inside or any mince that you like. And I'm going to show you what it looks like from inside. So look at it. That's the pork filling, and I want to also show you how moist it is. So look at it. I'm going to press it. Did you see the drops? That's how moist the filling was, and delicious.
I hope you guys like the recipe and will try it out, and let me know in the comments section if you do. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The handles are in the description. I've put a link to my favorite things which is on my website, so you can see all the items that I have in my kitchen if you're interested. So go take a look at that too. And thanks for watching. Bye.